As parents, we can often wonder if we are getting this parenting thing right. Well, in the life of Jesus, when he was baptized, we saw that God showed up and was present. We also saw that God was an encourager to Jesus. Another thing we can learn from the baptism story of Jesus is to be examples to our kids. Well, guess what? Someone's always watching. It's true. It's eye-opening and sobering to think about, and it can change the way we act and the way we think. But just knowing that we are examples to someone else matters. Someone's always watching how I'm living my life, how I'm speaking, how I'm behaving, how I'm treating my family. I am setting an example for them, but what kind of example am I setting? Sometimes a good one, sometimes not so good maybe, but someone's always watching. In January of 2019, I had the honor to speak at my father-in-law's funeral. Part of what I said was telling about what I learned from him, what it meant to be a man, what to do, and sometimes he taught me what not to do. And of course, I also learned that from my father and my brothers. But I've come to realize that we learn masculinity from our fathers. Masculinity is bestowed from man to man, from fathers to sons, from uncles to nephews, and from grandfathers to grandsons. Our boys learn what it is like to be a man by the example of their fathers and other important men in their lives. Not just our boys, but our daughters too. For girls, they learn femininity from their mothers, but they learn the value of femininity from their fathers, how they're to be treated and how they're to be loved. So looking back at the story of Jesus' baptism, I believe all children are born with certain questions in their hearts, questions that must be answered. The questions boys have are things like, do you delight in me? Am I the apple of your eye? Are you proud of me? And do I have what it takes? And for little girls, the questions are things like, do you see me? Am I beautiful? Am I worth fighting for? Will anybody choose me? If we don't answer these questions for our children, they'll look for them somewhere else. So just like God the Father did for his son Jesus when he was baptized, our children need to get their questions answered. Our sons need to hear, you are mine. You do belong to me. I am proud of you and you do have what it takes. And our daughters need to hear that I do see you. You are beautiful and you are worth fighting for. Let's be sure that we are answering those questions for our kids and being the right example for them.